What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been away for some time. It's really hard doing this content consistently, especially when you have to work. But I didn't forget. I'm glad you guys are sticking around and paying attention to what's happening here on the continent. I have something really interesting to show you guys today. Everyone talks about manufacturing, but not too many people are doing it the right way. There's this really interesting project that I'm so excited to show you guys today. We're heading to Banjulinding. That's about 30 minutes outside of Banjul to see one of the most ambitious industrial projects in the Gambia right now, the GACH Manufacturing Processing Hub. It's still under construction, but what's going to be built here is going to be amazing, guys. It's going to change the game for local production. It's going to change the game for jobs. It's going to provide a lot of jobs to the youth here, which you guys know it's really what we have. Just the joblessness is out of control. And as far as investment opportunities, it's going to change the game for that as well. So if you're someone who is in the diaspora, who's ever been interested in manufacturing, anything industrial, production, things of that nature, this content is for you guys. So follow me. Let's head over to the GACH Manufacturing Hub in Banjulinding and let's see what they have there, okay? All right, thank you. The GACH Hub is the next step in a journey that started back in 2016 when GACH Global built the first tomato processing factory right here in Banjulinding. Now that's scaling up to create something bigger, a fully integrated manufacturing city. The idea is simple but powerful. Create a single space where manufacturers can produce, manage, live, and even sell all in one location. The hub will have 17 factories, solar power, water independence, and even housing for staff and visiting professionals. It's designed to be a complete ecosystem where work, life, and community coexist. At Build Africa Now, we're not just here to film, we're here to connect the dots. If you're in the diaspora and you've ever dreamed about investing in manufacturing or production back home, this is your window into what's possible. The GACH Manufacturing Processing Hub represents what Africa needs more of: vision, structure, and ownership. And if you want to learn more or explore opportunities to partner, reach out. Build Africa Now can help bridge that gap. All right. So, guys, I'm here with Mr. Lando Loic, one of the project managers here at this development. Mr. Luke, how you doing today, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Hi, dear viewers. I hope all of you are.
So can you tell us what this hub is and what the vision behind it?
Okay, so this is the GACH Manufacturing and Processing Hub. What is it? What is important for us to go to the origins, how it all started. So it all started in 2016 when GACH Global set up the tomato production plants, which is just right behind us. So the successful launch of this project led to another facility, the water production plants. So from that came about the vision to create something, a manufacturing and processing hub, a one-stop center in the Gambia to manufacture, process, and sell products. So this is an ambitious project, which is one of its kind, basically in the region.
Absolutely. And you can see from all the drone shots, it's a massive establishment. Question for you, is this going to be targeted towards a particular product or is it any industry, anyone can come here and develop their product and produce it here?
Yes, actually, so the GACH Manufacturing and Processing Hub is designed to be quite customizable. So we are not aiming to target any specific product or service. Basically, any investor who wants to come in and quickly set up a plant, it can be an assembly line, it can be juice and beverage production, it can be water production, like soap, detergent production, basically anything is designed to be quite customizable. You come in, you set up your machinery and installations and everything, you start manufacturing process, and then we basically have all the facilities to accommodate everything you will need basically. So once you're done with the manufacturing process, you can have your shops downstairs, your showroom, where you can show it to the public. You have your offices upstairs where you can have your management team, and then you have your apartments if you have people you want to accommodate. Like it's really set up to handle everything and to accommodate all sorts of manufacturing projects.
And how far along would you say is the project at this point in time?
So right here we are almost the shops, the offices, and we're basically in the finishing. Well, basically in the completing phase. As you can see, the painting is ongoing, the tiling over there is ongoing, the electricals are already being set up, the windows and doors. So here we are almost done here. But for the warehouses, we just completed the assembling the prefabricated steel structures. And we have the last warehouse. We are still backfilling and doing the foundation slab, concreting the foundation slab. And also we are racing, doing the walls and plastering. So I think the shops are basically in a more advanced stage than the warehouse, but all in all, we are looking at, let's say, March of next year to complete.
March of next year. So we're basically less than a year away. Okay, okay. So for someone who's in the diaspora right now, who's thinking, okay, I want to get into manufacturing. Let's say I want to manufacture, I don't know, any product, water, for instance. And I believe we already have a water factory here. What's the process? What are they? What should they be expecting when they come here? And what entices anyone in the diaspora to come and invest here?
Okay. Basically, like I said, this was designed to be a one-stop center. And the way it's set up, we have already mentioned the facility. The warehouses have each production unit has a regular, a constant water supply. We have an electrical supply. We have a backup solar energy because energy is going to be very important for this kind of projects. So that is taken care of. Another unique selling point of this project is that GACH has offices in China, and so that will really help to source and procure all the machinery that any investors may need. So basically, if you're an investor in the West, even locally, anyone basically, you come in and you discuss your projects, you say, okay, you want to do maybe produce water or assemble X, Y, or Z. We already have offices in China who can facilitate the sourcing of all the machines you will need. Come here, you set up, and basically everything is designed to facilitate all your processes, everything. Yeah, you really don't have to stress. And we have tried to remove all the roadblocks any investor may have along the way.
So how is the hub designed to attract both local and international investors?
In terms of the facility, we already have the warehouses. We have 17 production units basically that will span 500, about 550 meters square each. And all of these units will have access to its water, its electricity, and we are also making provision for solar backup terms there are issues with the main line. So once an investor sets up, we have our shops downstairs where you can have your showrooms, you can have your retail unit, also retail shops to sell the products you're making. And then upstairs we have offices where you that can house your management team. And on the other side, we have apartments basically for accommodation. And then in this building as well, we have the restaurants, we'll have a pharmacy, we'll have a bank, we'll have a shop. So it's really, in terms of the facility, what the facility provides is really accommodates all the major services anyone would need. So in terms of the geography of the Gambia, the Gambia is one of the only English speaking countries along the Atlantic coast that spans from Morocco to Guinea. So that is an attractive point for English speaking investors. And also this unique geography means that it's easily accessible to major seaports, just basically just 2 weeks to major seaports. And this center is also very close to the airport. We are basically social away from the airport and about 20 minutes from the Banjul seaport. So you see, it's really easy to bring in your raw materials and export as well. So there is access part that is also a really huge selling point. So these are some of the aspects that make this a really unique, ambitious project for anyone who they want to invest in manufacturing and processing.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you, Mr. Lando Louis. I think at this point we'll go around and actually show the viewers around to see exactly what we've been describing here.
All right, so we are at the GACH Manufacturing and Processing Hub in Banjulinding, just right here on the highway, just a few minutes from the airport. The airport is just right over there, just a few minutes, literally just 5 minutes, basically. So we are upstairs on the first floor here where we have the apartments, the offices. And so right over here, we can have a banks, the pharmacy, the shopping center. And basically that will accommodate basic needs of the workers and the people who are going to be living here and spending all the time here. So right here on the right side, we have the office spaces with your bathrooms and toilets here. Let's have a look. So really huge units to house. If you have anybody, any of the investors come here, they can have their management teams here. And on this side, we have the apartments. Really beautiful and modern apartments. This is where we'll have a kitchen. Here is parlor and one of the rooms. And right here we have the bathroom, the bathroom, and then the balcony. Yes. So we have about 11 apartments all the way right up to the restaurant that we will meet towards the end. So as you can see, this part of the building is already almost complete. For the finishing stage here, tiling ongoing here in this last part of the building. And right here, this is where we will have the restaurant. You can see it's going to be a really massive restaurant. Now, will this restaurant be open to the public? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Exactly. So right here, this gives us a really good view of one of the factories, one of the warehouses. So we just assembled these prefabricated steel structures. And in the coming days, the block work is going to start and plastering, just as we can see with the next warehouse. But this is just one. This is just one. So we have three like this. So all three combined cover about 7,000 meters square for floor space. And within these three, we'll have about 17 distinct production lines. Once it going. Yeah, it's a really massive complex.
So thank you once again, Mr. Project Manager. I just wanted to ask you, what do you personally find exciting about this project? As someone who's been here from the inception and you know exactly what's going to come out of it, what do you find personally interesting about this?
Thank you very much. So, three main reasons. The first one to me, it's all about changing the narrative. We Africans are known to be a consumer market, which is actually a fact, but it's also about showing first and foremost ourselves that we are capable of transforming our raw materials into finished products as well. Basically putting ourselves on the map and showing first of all to ourselves and then to the world that we have the capability. We're the youngest continent. We have the raw materials, we have the human resources. So what's stopping us from transforming our own raw materials instead of exporting everything? Because when we export all the raw materials and then we import the finished product, we are spending like huge sums of money to import everything back. So for me, it's about the narrative and the perception, basically showing first and foremost to ourselves and then to the world that we really have the capabilities to make things happen right here on the continent, basically from the raw material stage to transforming and basically selling and exporting. So that's for me the first and most important reason. Secondly, everything about this facility that we have spoken about, from the backup solar to the manufacturing units, the shops, everything was basically treated to make it easy to remove all the roadblocks for all our brothers, sisters, aunties, and parents in the diaspora. There are a lot of
Right.
people who have a lot of resources but don't know what to invest in, don't know where to invest, and all the like. So this is about really making it easy for them to come in and say, okay, I want to do this. I want to transform granite, do granite paste. I want to do detergent, soap, whatever it is. We have really set it up in such a way that it's really easy to make everything happen. And I guess it will give most of them more joy. It's not just an opportunity to make money, it's also an opportunity to contribute, give back to home, basically, because you are not just going to make money, you are going to create jobs, you are going to change the narrative, as I was saying earlier. And then the third reason, which is also equally important, is the jobs. The number of direct and indirect jobs, just in a facility like this can create. Like it's really going to create a lot of jobs. Like I was saying, we have a lot of young people out there who are looking for opportunities to work, and this is basically just to show that we can, and we have all the capacity, the capability, as long as the vision, we can implement our vision. Everything is really possible. So I'm really excited to see this project coming to fruition. And I really hope our dear brothers and sisters out there who are looking for opportunity, like this is home. This is for you, basically. So if you are looking for an opportunity, if you have been looking for an opportunity or something to invest in, this is it right here. You can come here, make some money, and also contribute to putting home on the map. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lando. That's a very beautiful, thought out response. Every point you made just hit the mark and represents exactly what Build Africa Now is all about. We've been talking about giving back to our own. We've been talking about producing our own products. We've been talking about Africa by Africa for Africans. There's nothing bigger than this opportunity right here that GACH is presenting to us. And I can't wait to see this project come to fruition. I cannot wait to see what comes out of this beautiful facility that we've walked through. So thank you very much, Mr. Lando. Build Africa Now. Thank you. All right, guys. So here's how I see it. This is basically China in Africa, right? We have no more excuses. You can't say there's no land. There's a power problem. There's electricity problem. There's labor problem. There's no problem. Whatever you can think of, whatever idea you come up with, you can come right here at GACH Manufacturing Hub. You can present that idea. If it can be produced here, or if it can be produced in China, it can be produced here. Okay, this is just an unbelievable idea for those who have always preached for us to build our own stuff, create our own stuff. This is our opportunity right here. And that's what Build Africa is all about, finding the people that are changing the narratives, that have projects like this, that have the opportunity to change the continent, provide jobs. It's just unbelievable. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I'll see you back on the next one. Thank you.